Good evening, everybody. I want to leave you with a very quick message today because I made a blog about this. So I want you to read the blog because I think that reading it's going to be really helpful. And I'll make sure to put a link in the comments below or something of that sort. But anyways, I just want to let you know that self-love is supposed to be unconditional. It's not supposed to be full of anger or fear or doubt. So the reason why I was inspired to write this is because I noticed there are so many people who are like, I just like run from calorie counting and macro counting, and I run from magazines, and I hate this and I hate that, and this clothing article and this ad and that. And I'm like, that's really amazing because usually your physical world is a direct reflection of your inner world. So I find that a lot of people will be so quick to see the negatives in these things and not even take the chance to shift the perspective to see the positives. Instead, we just fight a belief, or we fight a circumstance, or we fight a situation, and we pretend like, oh, well, it's just wrong. Well, that's not actually the case. You know, self-love doesn't get affected by conditions or by beliefs or by not beliefs, but by like things going on in the outer world. So when someone says like, oh, you should never ever count your calories or your macros or any of that, well, I definitely believe in intuitive living, but I also believe there's a science behind everything that we do. And it would be wrong to say that, you know, some people need to be aware of how much they're eating. And a lot of times, you know, people will be like, oh, I won't do that and this, and I can't do that. It's just so painful, and it's hard for me to do that to myself, and it doesn't feel good. Like, if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. But at the same time, it's like, well, are you running from it because you're afraid of what would happen if you do? Or are you running from it because you genuinely don't like the way it feels? And the same thing goes for like magazines. People are like, or scales, you know, people are like, throw out your scales, throw out the magazines, don't read this, don't look at the number on the scale. It's like, oh my god, self-love would not be telling you to do that. Self-love would go, oh, a magazine? That's really cool. Like, I love the art and the magic within this magazine. It's awesome. They wouldn't look at the girl and take offense or take it as an attack against them or their body. Like, no, if you truly love yourself, you're going to feel that unconditional love of, wow, I just love that I can read this amazing content and see how it serves me on my journey. You're not going to step on the scale. If you truly have unconditional love, you're not going to step on the scale and read it and go, oh, this sucks. Right? Because that's not what you're defining yourself as. So many people want to define life and others and want to be defined by, you know, deeper than skin level. But that's not possible if you don't truly love yourself past surface level on your own. How can we expect anybody else to if we're not even taking pride in that, if we're not even taking responsibility for that? And then we go around wanting the things that we don't want people to want from us. That makes sense? So I think that the blog does a really great job of explaining this. So for those of you who haven't read it yet, I highly recommend it. I'll put a link in the comments below. Of course, I wrote this with a lot of passion because I'm tired of seeing people running from a reality that they're creating in their own minds. I'm just tired of it. When we shift our perspectives and our mindsets and truly develop an unconditional love for ourselves, those kinds of things don't faze us, right? They just don't faze us. Why? Because we have our standards, we have our own beliefs, we have our own conditions, and we set these for ourselves, and everything else is noise. It doesn't matter. It's not us, right? It's everything else. So check out the blog post, especially if you're loving this message, or maybe you're kind of like, oh, that's interesting, I want to learn more. I definitely think it's not for someone who might get triggered easily, although maybe it would be perfect for you to read this. I actually wrote this going, I know that there's someone out there who needs to read this right now. So if that's you, or if you know someone, make sure that you let them know or you check it out and then share it out to them. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know. Just give your thoughts on the post or whatever, because I always love hearing your guys' insights. And whether or not we agree, it's totally cool. I still got so much love for your soul, and I appreciate your opinions. So I love hearing from y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching the live stream or checking this out as a replay. I want to wish you a very happy or amazing day, night, or morning. Wherever you are in the world, just make it awesome.